He's got to win an extra 3. Uma can use the first set to download, collect the necessary information. Hopefully his RAM and his processing speed are good enough in that mental computer of his.
You could say the same for Chris Wong. I feel like in the longer set, with a Luke, the more dangerous he becomes. So let's see it. Here we go. Grand finals time. Uma versus Chris Wong, game 1.
Already had an accidental overhead there, and the fireball did stop the drive rush in his checks here. So I want to see what Chris Wong adaptation he's going to learn on the fly, because he had no real time to think about this. He's had to make that loser's run. Going up against difficult opponents. Gets the anti-air there, does Uma.
A very, very deep uppercut to catch the anti-air. And speaking of catching another normal crouching medium punch, hitting more than enough damage towards the end with the flash knuckle sequence spine buster. That's 1.
Gets the drive rush into the throw for the positional advantage there. Almost try to get the perfect parry on the slow-moving fireball there. Oof, no cancel. I think even Uma jumped out of his seat. And that's going to be the round there. Take it away. Doesn't even need to spend any super, because a perfect light flash knuckle will take that first round here in the grand final.
Again, with this run back, you can expect Chris Wong to come in with a different approach. Oh, but that was a huge error. That had to be a little overlap to try to get the uppercut.
Give him the benefit of the doubt. He definitely didn't want that for sure, but he will make amends. That's what Chris Wong is excellent at doing when he blunders in any sort of execution error. Then there's a forward throw there, gets the punish counter and the meter gain. Drive reversal. He's trying to activate something there, but it didn't quite work out. Uma.
Very defense and win, and this is going to be huge. Feng Shui engine, what's the defensive choice? Going to be like for Chris Wong. He's sitting down, he's keeping it steady.
Oh, the jumble, that was huge!
What a pickup from Uma off the anti-air. On the same side, still great block from Chris Wong, but life is winding down, and so is the Feng Shui.
But this is what he wanted to target in, and gets the throw. That was not a punish, though. And block on the overhead, he's trying to get a perfect parry instead. Can he burn him out? The combo should do it. No! He didn't want to burn him out. He's saving it because he wants to take the game. Oh, damn, that stare down. That respectable, wild stare down there from the 2. Staggers the light, gets the grab.
No shot!
Perfect parry!
Ain't no way you're trying to do that at the last second. Uma completely ready for it. In fact, that's what he did towards the last end of the first set in winners finals against Chris Wong.
Dude, the fact that he's ready and calm to do that at this late stage in the tournament, props to him, man. So many people would have capitulated in that scenario. And there's a DI.
A very rare drop from Chris Wong. This is going to be everything for Uma. He might get the burnout. He does secure it.
This is why I think Feng Shui is pretty decent. He gets the fuzzy jump medium punch. The anti-air as well. He's got to deal with this. He's going to harass him to hell. There we go with the stand medium punch. There's a forward throw. Throws it out just in case he's going to check with something else, but it didn't quite work out. There's a delay, and here comes Pale Rider. It's going to fully refresh that drive meter there for Chris Wong.
A little bit of a difference. It is critical art territory. Chris Wong, what are you going to do on offense? You have your gauge back now.
Block on the overhead, low on drive gauge. He's trying to run away, so he has at least 2 bars to work with for something, Uma. 1 drive rush cancel from either of them will do the trick.
You see the patience from both ends. That was a little scary. And a little bit of the stutter step too. Chris Wong, immaculate spacing to get the stutter against Uma. And that was off of a crouching light kick.
Well, this is the big thing, especially at this late stage and high level of the game. Your drive rush cancels from lights are such a turnaround. They are such a pivotal thing to use because it can go into heavies because of the extra frame advantage you can work with. And that's what's been saving Chris Wong time and time again. There's a drive impact there, and he's going to go for the jump conversion instead. This is a pretty decent damaging conversion there from Uma.
Oh, that was slightly delayed. You did see the counter hit as well. Uma, it's a dash up again, enforcing the point with those lights, or excuse me, with the pressure instead. Forward throw, punish counter. Uppercut. No!
Well,
okay.
he still got it.
That was actually so slick for Uma to go for the crouching heavy punch anti-air. Nothing too committal with Tencent Rin, right? Because Chris Wong had the option to go for the air flash knuckle.
Slowing it down there, throws out an OD fireball in the neutral. Chris Wong still trying to do it, and that looked like crouch fierce drive rush cancel. I think that was the button I saw. There's a delay, blocking it out here is Uma, trying to get out of the corner here. There's a neutral jump. He's got to be careful as well. Still holding it down, trying to find a drive rush cancel in some way, and luckily the Stort stopped that. But Chris Wong capitalizing the whole scramble.
Very deep, and that safe jump with the hammer. At the same time, so deadly.
Respects. And the counter DI for the round. That's going to be brilliant, and we've got to give props because the prior sequence, he actually allowed Uma to get a regular jump, but he thought he was going to do something else like the Shah was doing earlier today, and he was able to block it out and get punished before he had to do that counter DI interaction.
Very high-end risk from above. Let's see if Uma ever goes to that tactic again. In the meantime, let's take a look at Chris Wong the way he's controlling the... Oh, what in the world? You react to the flash knuckle?
Oh, that was beautiful. That was actually beautiful.
That it was beautiful, for
also
sure.
Was that? Perfect parry. Puts him in the corner, can burn him out. And that's why he's trying to avoid getting burnt out. You're going to have to make a choice. Do it on your own volition. Oh no, never mind. Chris Wong's going to do it for you. He's going to confiscate your drive gauge with the eraser. And he's going to get a nice little Oki situation here. Back dash!
What a read defensively. It's going to be the feng shui engine. Let's see what Uma can make out of this. The corner carry.
Safe jump.
Significant as well.
Oh, yeah, that was hot air. He didn't have anything. He didn't have any sword.
Zero Fukaji into the tank, and also 0 life left. Chris Wong with a dominating 2-0 thus far. Well, I wouldn't say dominating. That was actually pretty close in rounds as well. But 2-0 nonetheless for the side of Chris Wong. One more win for him will reset the bracket, but we'll see if Uma has something to say about it.
But what does he do at this point? He's actually done all he can, but again, the damage disparity between these two characters, it's not night and day, but it's something close. And sometimes you have to overextend to even force a Luke player to be galvanized into doing something they don't want to do. And Chris Wong, his mental fortitude right now is amazing to see. Let's see if Uma can turn this around. Stand fierce into the drive rush cancel. He will get that flash knuckle conversion across the screen. Ooh. Tries to bait something there. I love the high-level players doing drive rush cancel into specials, even if it helps level up something there.
What a snipe out too with the heavy. Chris Wong immediately seeing green, immediately passing out into red for Uma. A lot of damage coming in. Yeah, he's gonna be facing that this as well. He was looking forward to that fireball. He was trying to escape, but that roundhouse chase down after the drive rush. Sneaking in the drive impact as well. 10-cent Rin. What are you gonna do about it?
Backdash there, and he didn't do the jazz, but he gets a second chance, and that missed. The heavy release missed, and that's gonna be blocked.
That's gonna be parried. Even more so. Uma with the retaliation on the board. First round of game 3.
Oh,
damn!
I like that. He immediately stopped the momentum to stop the drive rush check from the crutch and medium punch there from Luke Uma. And again, dashes into danger. And again, trying to go for the anti. They haven't been working against Chris Wong. I noticed against Chris Wong, they haven't been working, and he tried to make amends, but it didn't work out. And Chris Wong is going to build an abundance of super meter here, but he's going to do a safe jump instead and deal with this the honest way. Oh, wow.
I was going to ask, does Chris Wong force the critical arc out of Uma with the drive impact? No, instead, still manages to clip him. I was talking about in the corner, right? You have a character in Burnout, you have such a significant life lead, and there's a critical arc stock. I was wondering if Chris Wong would have gone to that decision. But either way, that's all said and done with. Into the next round, Uma still sitting at 3 bars, Chris Wong at 2.
Great defensive sequence there from Chris Wong to regain the drive gauge lead here, and he's just waiting for anything, some movement to react to. Rotic again, almost got the drive rush light punch there, didn't quite work out. I see Men RD do that a fair bit. He was talking about that earlier in the hotel.
Excellent anti-air.
Got him.
But even more so, excellent reactions against the drive rush medium punch coming in from Uma.
That's not what he wanted. I'm not sure if that could have been punished by a light attack. But anyway,
he went to the well either way. Chris Wong making sure it hurts the next time around.
Dear.
Speaking of making it hurt.
It's getting a bit scrambly, and he's going to get punished, and he's going to be burnt out here. So his drive gauge will be suspended.
Are the nerves playing a factor against Uma?
Let's see if he's going to use a super to get out of there. Chris Wong's going to do death by 1,000 cuts. He will threaten that stun. It is a low-hanging fruit. Waits
That's
there.
it! The Spine Buster! Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to a reset! Chris Wong resetting it in emphatic fashion, 3-0 against Uma. What are you gonna do now?
That's the question here. Taking a sip of the water, staying hydrated. Stay hydrated, gamers at home. That is super important here. I think even because it was 3-2 in the winner's final, that could have gone either way. I think after that point, he said, okay, I know what I must do if I get my potential run back, which that has come to fruition here. Dominating fashion in this first half in the grand final. So this is our final 3 games here at Capcom Cup 10. Somebody is earning $1 million after this first of 3. I am so glad we are commentators because I would not want to do this.
I felt under pressure the moment I walked through the door, Jammer. That's why I'm not a player. So, let's see. The beginning of the end. All tied up again. Losers bracket for both here in the grand finals. Uma now brought down to Chris Wong's level.
See if he fires on all cylinders right now, and he goes for staggered pressure here. Loses a lot of drive gauge in the process. Or something, and a hard read there with the jump. He wasn't doing that in the first game, and that was a read on the Sandblaster for sure. And I saw a backdash there from Chris Wong that gets punished. And he's going for all the OD moves there, is Uma.
And look at this.
Got to bait something.
A huge difference in aggression. Chris Wong not ready for it just yet on defense, and this is going to be great. You know, Uma, he could take this damage, but what happens after this situation with the advantage on knockdown? Excellent defensive choices, and the punish counter. You know what, either way, if it was a fireball or not, even in normal, Chris Wong didn't have enough life to retaliate with a TI of his own.
Well, Chris Wong reeled back in his seat because I think even he was surprised at that choice that Uma made, but he's got to switch things up, and boy, has he done it, and delivered in spades in that first round. Get the crouching medium punch there. He's looking for the conversion there as Chris Wong, but Uma's making him block, so he has to change his mind. Suppressor didn't whiff. Oh, the uppercut. No slam dunk there as well. Walks forward there, and then walks undone. No punish counter, but he got something to work with.
The punish counter is there. Another, actually, he's going to back away. No big conversions. Thankfully for Uma's sake, to walk out of the corner without any big damage.
You get all the real estate to work with, so I think it's the safest and most conservative choice. And here comes the Feng Shui engine again, and he lets it rock, the delayed hit.
Oh, that was a counter hit. Was that delayed from the side of Uma, or was Chris Wong just really adamant about pressing the button?
Just go for a safe jump there either with the jump medium kick. Throws in the fireball to cover the entry. Still not throw teching there as Chris Wong. He's not panicked yet. When he starts throw teching, he'll panic. He's holding it down here. Uma can't take an action just yet. Chris Wong knew that. That's why he's trying to make sure he does as much drive gauge damage as possible to keep him in the amber. But all systems go with the green. Just weighing it out here.
I think for either player, any single hit confirm can lead to destruction, and Chris Wong is threatening that with that exact crouch medium punch within the space. He's threatening the ranges.
Still resilient on defense, exuding that patience there, and there's a trade that was fine. We can take that, but Chris Wong might try to bait him into doing a button and catch him with the second crouch medium. Let's find out.
With less than 10 on the clock, we're going to see some really antsy movement.
Back throw. I think Uma's still got the lead, and now he doesn't. Yeah, he parried with 2 seconds on the clock. That was a very interesting decision. I'm surprised about that. Got Chris Wong the round. Good pressure there. Almost in burnout in 90 seconds here is Chris Wong. I know he's got 2 bars, but he's got to be very careful. He's got to make sure some sort of attack connects. No anti-air.
I totally understand that because how Uma had delayed his dive kicks. I totally respect that decision from Chris Wong. And even more so, the buttons from Uma on the way out. On wake up, now we got the low forward. It's time for the Feng Shui.
Let's play indeed. Here comes the safe jump. Oh no, he goes for an empty jump instead. The super gauge is actually depleting rapidly here. Gets the overhead into a store, and he didn't believe in it, but it wasn't the juggle version of the Fuha store.
Man, he's gotten so much damage after, what, 2.5 sequences?
Still not going for the rising uppercut anti-air there, and he's just going to hold it down here, Uma. He's got to be very careful.
Ooh, that could have been whiff punish from Chris Wong.
Still blocking it out here. Lovely defense here. Doesn't get the perfect parry, but yes, I'd send him away as well. I do not want to deal with a Chris Wong with low vitality, and he gets through it.
Wow, what a smooth criminal. This man reacted to the Sandblast with a drive rush, and even more so, OD Tencent Rin for the invincibility. What a play from downtown.
He's lucky as well because the combination of having a good hitbox on the uppercut, and it's a forward-moving move.
Forward-moving.
And of course, having the hurtbox on the Sandblaster. It worked out for Uma there. 1-0 in this grand final reset. I thought we were actually going to see 4 games from the bounce from Chris Wong. No lie. Roundhouse there, safe on block. Away again, hits him with the forward fist. He might have to utilize that a little bit more in the neutral to kind of get Chris Wong to think about different buttons to use. He's readjusting his spacing because of that button until he runs into danger there. It will be the flash knuckle conversion.
Again, the anti-kill option for Uma. It really hasn't.
It really hasn't worked.
For any of the juries against Chris Wong specifically.
All right, that's going to be the rounds. Does he need his level 1? There's the Vulcan Blast. He puts 1 round on the board in this game 2 of the grand final reset here. Does Chris Wong. Damn, the mental stamina these guys have is ridiculous.
I was just about to comment on that. Chris Wong still firing on all cylinders with the offensive sequence. Now you get the corner pressure. What's it going to be? Uma tried to maybe walk out. You did see the low get checked from Chris Wong with the full conversion. No, sir. No hammers here. All Tencent.
Denied. And there comes the Feng Shui again. Doesn't want him to drive reversal because it'd be a lot of drive gauge, and he swatted him away like a newspaper to a mosquito. Takes it straight to the corner here. Lovely safe jump there from Uma. Drive reversal, keep him there. This is good. Forward throw.
Even caught the backdash towards the end of it, actually.
Challenges immediately after a frame advantage button there with the snap medium punch.
Look at the spacing, yeah. Right under the timer, right? That's the sweet spot for a lot of the players to check the defensive maneuvers from the person in the corner. But
the jump, oh
he puts himself in there now. Man, the bravery after that. Walk up, stand, jab.
What?
Oh, a tick throw.
Dude, that connected.
It did connect.
Crazy late there with the active frames of the stand light kick. One hit from Chris Wong should do the trick, but Uma gets the hit first and he takes the round.
And that was actually rather sneaky, right? After the stand jab, it was Chris Wong's turn to press a button, but I just don't even know what button it was. Or maybe it was too late because that standing medium punch shouldn't have clipped him as a frame track.
True. Moving on to the next round here, drive reversal on a sandblaster. Interesting. I guess he wants to space and store up as much as possible before he goes right back in. Drive rush in there.
Wow, that was sneaky. That was so early.
Well, these guys have actually been catching each other off guard a little bit with the really close drive rushes into mediums or lights. He tried to do it there, Uma. Charges up. I wonder if he tried to trick him into doing something. Not sure, but he gets a punish count throw anyway. We're going to see a Feng Shui engine soon. And he baits him with the store. Yeah, he baits him with the store. That's huge. And he's going to do the Feng Shui engine. And it looks like, all right, he's going to go for a different conversion here instead. Let's see what tricks he got. I know there's a stylist.
What a throw tech. That could have been it. He's still in dangerous territories. No overhead, please.
Nah, he's not going to do it. It won't kill either. Chris Wong, he's trying to perfect carry something to turn something around. But maybe if he can get in range of a throw and grab him, be sneaky, but he can. Forward throw.
Man, the slow and daunting approach. Oh, no! And there was too far from that exchange and the pushback. Chris Wong thought he could get the punish off of a -8 situation. It was too far.
I have to give credit to some of these players because they're doing certain projectiles or certain attacks from a very range where drive reversal, remember, there's still pushback on it, right? So even then, tried to punish, didn't get it. And the guys are ready immediately to try and get the button there. Spacing traps are very dangerous in fighting games these days. It's 2-0 to Uma in the reset here.
God. Is the download complete? Will he have enough in the tank mentally to secure the $1 million, or will Chris Wong have the answer? Already aggressive, he dashed up at Uma's face with 0 reaction actually, and Chris Wong not finding the opening just yet. He's been facing off against a brick wall thus far.
If I was him, I'd go bonkers this set.
Oh,
Uma.
I agree.
He's got one game to play around with, but again, $1 million on the line, and he's trying, again, he's being a little bit more aggro with his choices.
That is a little bonkers, and we'll definitely accept that.
Run away, gets
the air reset. Good awareness. I love the presence of mind to jump in certain sequences.
Oh, okay. Gets the uppercut here, cancels into the level 1 to counter the
tension is building, ladies and gentlemen. Uma is about a strike and a half away from taking the first round. And yes, sir, we are going to get that stun. No, that was a crush.
Okay.
It was a crush. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Whoa, and it finally worked. He got the one time he said, forget the jumping medium punch. I'm going straight to the OD dive kick. He knew what risks were applied, and he takes it there, and he is on Capcom Cup 10-point. The crowd is cheering for him right now.
Let's see if he has it. That's a counter hit. Sweep and not punished. Chris Wong sweating.
Sweating indeed, sweating buckets when he gets the conversion into the flash knuckle. Chase him down for some Oki here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an uppercut from Uma soon to even risk it, but hey, I think he knows what position he's in. Breaks him down, jumps away, and then gets grabbed for his troubles.
Chris Wong with a hefty amount of life to take certain risks, but yeah, again. Speaking of risks, Uma was trying to bait out something, but guess what? Chris Wong was still within range to get a big damage conversion, burning himself out.
He's been doing the Fu Thought after the drive rush on several different ranges, but I think Chris Wong's clocked onto where he's doing it from up close. Far away is a little bit different. He's definitely identifying things as we go along. Whiff punish there with the forward hard punch.
And it's so difficult to whiff punish that because of the startup and the spacing that he needs to
take. Okay. Splurged a bit too much meat, and he will get punished for his troubles here, Uma. And it will be a level 3. And this is what's very good in the game. If somebody doesn't make use of their 2 bars they spent, you punish it and take as much drive gauge away as possible. Let's see what the choice is from Uma. Perfect carry! Takes away!
Look at the setup for the Feng Shui engine! The corner carry is going to be so significant, and so is the burnout!
He's got no resources, so he's going to play with the stun. He's going to set him up for a stun scenario. Let's see what he does. This full conversion. This is the game. He's done. I think he's done. That's it. It will be the stun. He's going to store up. He's going to finish the combo. And ladies and gentlemen, $1 million is going to be awarded to Uma. Nobody had him on the cards to take the cup. He's represented with Jury. He's represented Taiwan. And he will be your first $1 million champion.